Hey folks, Randy here with Doing Cut and Trim. So when I last left you, it was the beginning of April, and I said I was kind of nervous about the lawn season starting because I was starting off the season with more customers than I've ever started with. I ended up starting with 81, so I wasn't really sure what was going to happen. So what ended up happening is the first week of the season, we pretty much got completely rained out. I was able to mow on Monday, and I was able to do some on Tuesday and a teeny bit on Wednesday, but that was it. It was like I maybe got like a quarter of my lawns done, maybe. And so first week was rained out, and then the second week, I was actually going to have to adjust my schedule because I was going out to Chicago to tour the Echo facility, which that was pretty cool. I want to do like a separate video just about that. That was really interesting, you know. Echo trimmers, blowers, chainsaws, all that fun stuff, it actually gets made in Illinois. I don't know why. I assumed it got made somewhere else and shipped here. There's a whole heck of a lot of people in a really big building just putting that stuff together all day. It was pretty cool. So anyway, I fly into Chicago on Saturday, and I'm going to fly out back to Maryland on Monday, which is a whole fiasco in and of itself. But as I'm pulling up to the airport, I'm feeling a little scratch in my throat. And by the time I get home, I'm sick. You know, and it's like I got home 2 a.m. Tuesday morning, and I had a full schedule for that Tuesday. So I am out working, but I'm just not feeling great. I take a COVID test just because I'm curious, come back negative, you know, just go about working my normal week, but I'm just tired. Like, I'm realizing, I'm like, you know, like I'm 34. I'm sitting there going like, man, the physical decline has set in. I can't work. I am like, I'm getting to the end of the workday and I am exhausted and my body hurts. I thought I was going into the season the best shape I've ever gone into it in. I'm not. I feel like I'm gonna die. This is awful. And the whole week was like that. I'm just gonna have to fight through it, but this is bad. And then that Sunday, my wife is changing one of our kids' diapers, and she says, I can't smell it. You went number 2 and I can't smell it. Randy, I need a COVID test. So we grabbed one of the instant tests, and she came up positive. And so then I was like, well, I need to test myself again. So I tested myself again, and sure enough, I came up positive for COVID. So I was like, oh, so okay. So which was kind of funny. It was like, part of me was like, you know, nervous because like I don't want to, like, I don't know, don't want to get sick and die. But then the other part of me was like, well, thank God I'm not like on the decline now. I actually was just sick. So COVID ended up, I mean, I worked the whole time. I just made sure, you know, I stayed far from my customers because, again, I'm not trying to give it to anybody. And so go through that whole thing. Took me about, honestly, I basically had COVID for like 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, I tested negative again, and I still was like a little phlegmy and had a little bit of like a cough, but I felt completely fine. So it wasn't really that bad for me. And then just got back to work, man. But like, I had this thing where I was like, my goal every month is to set a revenue record. So far I haven't been successful. Well, yeah. I mean, first quarter of 2022 has been the biggest quarter of in the history of my company. But you know, April, I was really shooting for it, but it was going to be tough. because April, first off, I've had more customers prepay in the month of January than ever before, which is awesome, but that means that the total, you know, I use cash basis accounting, so if people are prepaying in January, then even though I'm doing the work in April, I'm not getting paid in April. And so I really wanted to, you know, set that cash collected record for April, but you know, you're kind of behind the gun because, you know, you got like whatever it was, 15 or 20 people that prepaid for the season. That's a lot of folks. You know, it's, I don't know, it's a lot. It's at least 1,000, 1,500, somewhere in there, I don't know, or whatever it is. But it's a lot of money, and so, you know, you're having to overcome that to try and beat this revenue record. And then got rained out the first week of the season, and then dealing with COVID, it was really hard to get the work done and answer phone calls. It was really hard. And got down to the end of the season, and the end of the month, and I was like, man, this gonna actually be kind of close. So I just kept pushing, working, and I beat my all-time revenue record for the month of April by like $45. And so it was it was just a wacky April. May's off to a good start. You know, we're about a third of the way through it now, and May's going well. But just wanted to put that out there. You know, I haven't made videos, and I think it's been 5 or 6 weeks at this point, and just gotta get back in there. I was talking to Erica with Croup and Poop and Scooping, and she was saying, like, you know, she was kind of having a tough time being motivated to make videos, and I'm like talking to her about that, and I'm like sitting there like, well, shoot, I'm not making videos. She's making way more than I am. I need to get back in there. So here I am. So this is Randy with Dueling Cut and Trim. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I've got some stuff that I'm working on that I'm pretty excited about. I'm looking forward to sharing with you guys. This is Randy with Dueling Cut and Trim. Have a good one.